Day 7. Let's go. I'm sure the word count we're starting with right now. It's about 12-ish. I'm about to head out to the gym. Yeah, no swim today because the chlorine's just too much for me. I've been doing it for 4 days straight and it's kind of insane. So yeah, I'm gonna do it on Monday. I'm gonna do it on Monday before school, and then I'm gonna head to a friend's house. So I have to skip Tuesday. I'm gonna go extra hard in the gym. But yeah. Today's arm day, so let's get that done. But here's the word count. Nothing's really changed. I'm gonna just write as much as I can before I head out. Then I'm gonna come back, finish up the word count, and then do some other work that I have to get done. So yeah, I'll take you on this little journey. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to walk as much as yesterday. I had to get some errands done, and that was like a good 10,000 steps on top of everything else I did. So it was quite tiring. I'm not quite used to all that packed together, but yeah, here's a workout. See you in a minute. There you go, 70.99, 70.99. Let's get it. And we're done. I know it was a jump scare, but here we go. We got 11:20. Not too bad. I think tomorrow we can get to 10K. That's gonna be a good day. But yeah, honestly, not the craziest update or anything. Most of the day, I'm surprised I even got that far, to be fair, because again, like yesterday, I was just outlining stuff, making sure making sure the world was cohesive, because like the world in this book is just a fucking train, right? So I was outlining the major cars that they're in, and of course I kind of want to mix it up. I don't want it to be fully logical, because we're talking about like the specific society I'm talking about is like the richest of the world. So things are functional, but also kind of wacky. And it's been such a long time. Like I can't spoil too much, but things get nonsensical. Things have moved around on this train for like many years. So yeah. I was just coming up with ideas. This is kind of also the stuff I want to show, because the main characters only have access to 3 cars of the train, and so they're filled with kind of stuff I want to show, because the other stuff isn't going to be very useful. It's still going to be seen, don't get me wrong, because there's so much on this train. It's a super long train. It's huge. It's just massive. So yeah, it's kind of absurd, just the amount of space on this train. And I was able to guess the population before I did the calculation of how many homes and everything is on this train. But like, yeah, the population is about 10K, almost exactly. It's like 10,080 people or something like that. So yeah, yeah. The layout of the train is actually very important, because it adds to the mystery and to the actual what the characters figure out along the way. So a lot of the setup is being crafted right now. 10K is pretty much, I'm like past 10% of this project now, right? Because 80,000, yeah, I think I'm at exactly 10%, because it's 80,000 words. I'm at 8,000, so that I think that's pretty much 8%, right? I believe so, around there. So let me just check that real quick. Let's see my mental math skills right now. Okay, yeah, I'm not retarded. Cool. Good to know. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to today. Not the whole day, obviously. The gym was really good today, but you know, some time elapsed between then and now. Had a lot of other stuff to do. So, yeah, yeah, doing my best. Um, yeah, I'm gonna keep you updated on how it's going. Gonna try to kind of maybe reveal a bit about the world, but it's hard. It's hard because you know it's gonna be easier to talk about these things when the books are out. The first book specifically, because this is the sequel to the sci-fi one. So this sci-fi series is just really crazy shit. Like I don't know. The world is something that uh, I built over a long period of time, so it's not really much. Like it's hard to compare to other projects because it's very different. It has some dystopian elements, but it also has some hard sci-fi, some soft sci-fi. So there's a lot of that. There's also kind of like this urban sci-fi element to it later, which is, I guess, a bit of a spoiler. I don't know. But yeah, there's just a lot. It has even some like fantastical elements in there, to be honest. Some dark sci-fi, just a lot of just I'm blending a lot of it. So yeah, it's thus far it's just a blend, and it seems predictable now, but the direction it takes after this book is going to be such a left turn. Like it's people are going to be shocked about like what where I'm taking this. They're not going to know. It's predictable until it's not. But yeah, I think this is kind of a cat and mouse chase where people can't really. It's just a battle of the wits, right? So yeah, I'm still kind of hung up on that one idea I had about sorry, there's something in my teeth. I was eating some popcorn. Yeah. But yeah, the character that I thought about, that could be like an internal character that has grown up on the train. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. I think if I could execute it pretty decently, it's just that I think I want to keep to the main characters. Because at the end of the day, I've planned out the arc for everything. This is 5 books, so messing with that might be a little bit counterproductive. I could integrate that kind of a similar framework within one of the character subplots in this book. So yeah. But that's my deal right now. Honestly, I'm just pushing through making some plans. It's honestly my tip for like visualizing, because right now it's a very insulated environment, but there's a lot to think about. There's a lot of space to use, and it's a good kind of limitation, but there's still so much. It's such a big space, and when you're kind of imagining it, sometimes I like to remember particular parts, because I can remember a lot, but then I don't want things to shift later on if I forget something and replace it. So then I do these kinds of drawings, like a floor layout, right? And of course, it's hard to imagine in 3D sometimes. It's hard to draw in 3D when it's a very complex structure. But I don't know, just label shit, or draw it from several perspectives, just like a flat plane. This is the lengthwise, this is height-wise. I could help, but yeah, it's just easier to remember that way. So, because there's just a lot going on here. This is 3 cars worth of worth of structure, and then I'm gonna have to plan out the car number 1 too. Fuck. Okay, because there's a lot of cars on this train. It's a long train. Yeah, so I can't talk about it too much, but it's I have to plan out even more. So yeah, draw stuff to remember what to imagine, and it kind of works out for me. Sometimes I've done a scene so many times, or I've just the kind of setting is so familiar to me, or I've just imagined it in depth so many times. This I haven't, so I have to kind of draw it out a little bit. But in my fantasy series, for example, I don't really have to draw anything because it's all in here. I remember everything pretty clearly. But then again, sometimes you just read what you wrote, and then you remember it pretty well. Yeah, it's just it's once you write several books worth of settings, it can get a little bit difficult to remember everything. Yeah, so just try to keep it somewhat simple before you really dive into the details, then draw it out. I don't know, works for me. And yeah, then once you go over it several times, you don't have to refer back to the drawing, but you always have it in case. Yeah, it's just don't imagine it wrong, because then you'll write it down wrong, and then you'll be like, oh, I contradicted myself. So it's gonna be annoying to edit and find those contradictions. So tough shit. That's it for today. Day 7. So that we're a weekend. It's looking good, man. I think tomorrow we get to 10K, then I'm pretty sure we could finish in a couple weeks. Well, couple means 2, not that short. But like by March, or what am I? No, I'm still by April, not by March, because that would be 4 weeks. Well, technically 5 from now, but yeah, no, not by March. But I think we could finish early March, mid-March at the latest, hopefully. Because I would like to get started on that last book of the trilogy, the fantasy trilogy. It's gonna be a real fun time. So yeah, I'll check in with you tomorrow as it goes. And peace out. See ya.